Don't tell people what you're going to do. Just do it. Let the results do all the talking. They always speak louder than words. You know, one of the great lessons I learned early in life is this. The quieter you become about your plans, the louder your success can be. We live in a world where everybody wants to broadcast. You go online and everyone's an expert, everyone's a winner, everyone's got a big thing coming. But I'll tell you, real achievers don't need to say much. They're too busy working. Don't fall into the trap of trying to impress people with your words. I used to do that. I'd tell my friends, "Oh, I've got this big idea." And you know what happened? Nothing. A week later, I had nothing to show for it, just talk. Eventually, I learned, if you want applause, go to the circus. But if you want to build something lasting, get to work. In silence. Here's why this is important. When you talk about what you're going to do, your mind gets confused. It feels like you've already achieved something, when really, you've just released energy that should have been used to take action. Don't leak your energy. Store it. Use it. Here's what I recommend. Build the discipline of privacy. Let your daily routine be invisible. Get up early, don't announce it. Study when no one's watching. Save money, don't show it off. Work out, skip the selfie. Read, practice, improve. Keep it all under the radar. Then one day, someone's going to say, "Wow, when did that happen?" And you'll smile and say, "While you were watching, I was working." There's something powerful about that. It's character. It's confidence. You see, insecure people need attention. But people with vision? They need results. Let your progress surprise people. Let your success introduce you. Let your actions define you, not your words. You don't need to tell people what you do. They'll feel it. They'll see it. They'll come asking. And when they do, you'll have something real to offer. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they confuse exposure with achievement. Just because everyone knows what you're doing doesn't mean you're doing something worthwhile. Let me give you a lesson I learned early from one of my mentors. He said, "Jim, if you have to tell people you're successful, you're not." Now that hit me. Why? Because at the time, I was more interested in looking successful than becoming successful. I wanted people to think I had it all together. But I was broke, out of shape, undisciplined. And you know what I was doing? Telling people what I was going to do. One day I realized you can't build a legacy on intentions. You can't cash a check made of words. People don't follow talkers, they follow producers. That's why the real value is in the grind. Quiet, consistent, unseen. I started waking up, and eventually, they started asking, "Jim, what are you up to?" That's the goal. Let them ask. You see, the discipline of keeping your mouth closed isn't about being secretive. It's about being focused. When you're constantly broadcasting, you're distracting yourself. You're diffusing your power. You're giving away momentum for the sake of attention. Here's a powerful idea. Don't seek validation. Seek transformation. When you're truly changing, growing, building, you don't need to talk about it. The results will show. People will notice something's different. Your energy will shift. Your habits will change. Your outcomes will start to speak. And they never lie. Remember, there's dignity in the quiet hustle. There's strength in working when no one is watching. That's where character is formed. That's where reputation is earned. The gym you go to when no one's watching. The books you read when others are partying. The choices you make when you could have coasted. These are the things that define you. And here's the magic. By the time people realize what you've built, you'll already be on to the next level. So let me challenge you, resist the urge to announce. Don't explain your moves. Don't justify your pace. Don't defend your choices. Just build. Just grow. Just get better. And then one day, let the results introduce you like a thunderclap in a quiet room. Because the truth is, when you live right, you won't need to explain. Your presence will carry weight. Your words will carry value. Your work will be undeniable. So go ahead, keep it quiet, and make it count. Let me tell you something I've learned over a lifetime of speaking to audiences, coaching business leaders, and working with people from all walks of life. You don't have to announce greatness. If it's real, it'll echo. It's like a tree growing in the forest. It doesn't shout, It doesn't wave its branches and say, "Look at me." No, it just grows, season after season, quietly, patiently, and one day it towers above everything around it. That's how your life should be. You don't need to tell people what you do. You just need to do it so well, so consistently, so exceptionally that your results begin to speak on your behalf. I always say, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Why? Because the person you become will determine how far you go. And the person who works silently on themselves, reading, learning, sacrificing, sweating, failing forward, they don't need to explain. They become the explanation. People should feel your growth before they hear about it. They should notice your discipline in the way you carry yourself. They should notice your standards in the way you speak. They should see the results in your health, your business, your relationships, your peace of mind. Because when it's real, you don't need to sell it. When you've done the work, you don't need to promote it. When you're living the principles, the results follow you like a shadow. People will say, "You're lucky. You'll know better. You were just quiet while they were loud." So here's the final principle I'll leave you with. Live in such a way that your presence becomes proof. Let success echo louder than your voice ever could. Don't just impress people, inspire them. Not with talk, but with a life so solid, so full of integrity and discipline. They'll have no choice but to ask, "How did you do it?" And when they do, smile and say, "I just kept working."